Hello everyone, we're in my new apartment. Look at this, beautiful. You can't really see it, but it's a picture of a cat. I do love cats. Don't own one anymore. She didn't die. She's just, you know, living with my parents still. It's actually like 10 o'clock at night, so I'm not going to show you guys my apartment today. I'll show you guys it another day when it's bright and I can kind of show you guys outside as well. I'm going to talk to you guys about a very serious issue today. And the serious issue I want to discuss is school, more specifically getting called on in class, because I know a lot of people hate that. Like, I don't love it, but I am a talker. I'm gonna give you my strategy on how I never get called on in class. Okay, maybe once or twice, but not very often. So first things first, if you're gonna not get called on in class ever, you really have to commit to the fact that, like, if you know something, if you're in class and you know something, you know the answer to something, then you always try to answer the question. Not in Hermione Granger way, like not like every time, because then the teacher will expect you to answer, but just in a way where like you wait a couple seconds, nobody else says anything, then you say your answer. First of all, if you can get yourself to do that whenever you know the answer, then it might make it less stressful for you when you don't know the answer to still guess. But it also, the teacher now thinks that you answer the questions a lot of the time. Generally what I've seen when teachers are looking for someone to call on to speak in class because because nobody's talking or anything like that, they usually call on somebody that doesn't talk very much. Somebody that doesn't talk very much. If you talk a lot, they don't call on you. It's really surprising. Like, my friend is a bit more quiet than I am, and I would say that she does not get called on that much either, but out of the two of us, she gets called out more because I talk a lot. So the teacher just kind of expects that I've already like said enough. So that's my first tip for getting out of talking class. Obviously it's not foolproof. This isn't a thing about not talking in class, it's a thing about not getting called on in class when you don't want to speak. There's a difference between those two. You can't just slack off in class. My other way that I really like to use, and people do the rookie mistake with this. Okay, so we're just gonna do a little skit for you. So let's say the teacher, little scenario here. The teacher says, who knows the answer to such and such question? So some kids make the rookie mistake. They go like this. I'll pretend like the camera's the teacher. Okay, they go like this. They look them right in the eyes, right? You're not allowed to just like look the teacher in the eyes, because if you look the teacher in the eyes, then she says, you made eye contact, you made eye contact. Now you have to answer the question, right? Don't look the teacher in the eyes. Now, here's the other thing. When the teacher says, who wants to answer this question? Don't do this either. Don't do that, because now they see that you're trying to avoid eye contact. This is what I do. I take my notepad, and if there are notes on the board, that's great. Hopefully there are. Most classrooms I would say there are, but you go like this. You pretend you're taking notes still. That way the teacher doesn't want to interrupt your work. It is foolproof. Sometimes I actually am taking notes, and sometimes I'm honestly just like pretending to write and like looking up at the board and then looking back down. And I am now sharing my secrets with you. So hopefully, actually none of my teachers can add me on Facebook, so I guess they can watch my YouTube videos. I'll just tell them not to. To summarize it, make sure that you answer the questions that you do know the answers to, and then make sure that when you don't want to answer a question, you don't avoid eye contact or look straight at the teacher, you take notes so it looks like you're doing work. There'll always be a kid in the class that knows the answer and they just do not want to say it. And to you I say, you should take my first step of advice, which is answer all the questions that you know the answers to. I hope this video helped you guys. Comment below if it actually did help or not. And if this video helped you, then like it and make sure you subscribe for more amazing videos. This is Sarah is Singing, signing out.